Good evening, and welcome again to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for achieving financial success.
Once again, I am Hans.
And I am Franz, and we just want to pump
you up.
Hey, how you doing? Hans Schaff here, the real Hans, coming to you from my truck, this exclusive location here outside my house. We just got back from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you're not familiar with it, it's a neat little resort town in the foothills of the Appalachians, about 5,000 feet up or so. The summit is about 5,000 feet up. It's probably about 1,000 feet up or so, right there at the bottom of the Smoky Mountains. Had a great time. We were there actually during the election. I cast my ballot absentee, and we took off for about 3 or 4 days just to kind of hang out, have some fun, and do some fun things while, for a couple days. So anyway, I'm back. But what I want to talk to you about today, even more importantly, is what does it mean for you? What does this election result mean for you? How is it going to impact your life? And, I think a lot of people were paying a lot of attention to this election, thinking it was really going to have a huge impact on their life. Now, granted, it will affect your life. Whether taxes go up or down, whether there's health care or not. All these things, all these decisions, choices are going to be made, and it will have an effect on your pocketbook, if nothing else. But what is a choice that you still have today? You see, we live in a free country, free to the fact where, you still can express and you still can do things that you would like to do. You don't have to, go to a certain school. You don't have to go to a certain job. You can create an income. You can create a living doing pretty much whatever you want, as long as you're not infringing upon the rights of others or doing something illegal. Now, that being said, this really creates a huge opportunity because, regardless of how the election went, regardless of whether your guy won or not, or if you weren't even voting for one of the two guys, therefore you didn't even have a chance to win what you wanted to have happen, what if, instead of worrying about, what the president or what the Congress or what, our government is going to do for you, what if you didn't have to worry about that at all? If your guy won, great. And if he's going to give you some of these great free things and things coming in the future, great. But if your guy lost and you're not going to get the things that you wanted, does that mean it's over? Does that mean, that, financially you're screwed? Does that mean that you're not going to be able to, reach your dreams financially and be able to do what you want in life? Well, no. See, that's the beauty. It's not up to any one politician or one, political party or even a government, that's going to help you and make you rich. That's not how it works. You see, today we have the internet. We have some incredible tools, some incredible systems, and some incredible innovation that allows the average person to be able to work from home, create income around their schedule, and be able to change their life financially. I mean, get this, right? Obviously, people vote with their pocketbooks a lot of times because that is an important indicator. I mean, ideals are great and your beliefs are wonderful, but if you can't even afford to pay your bills, what does it really matter? If you can't even get through the day, if you don't even know where you're gonna sleep tonight because you don't have enough money to put a roof over your head, you really don't care about your ideals so much as you do survival. And that's the basic truth. The bottom line is, money drives everything. And it shouldn't be the most important thing, but in a lot of situations, it is. So what if you could wipe that out? What if you didn't have to worry about your finances anymore? Not because the government's going to take care of you or a certain politician's going to, give you money or do these things for you or have these programs come out. What if you could be in control? The Electoral College, it kind of minimized the impact of a lot of people's votes because unless you're one of the 12 states voting, really, you could argue your vote didn't even really count. It was part of the popular vote, but the electoral vote may have already been decided. Your state may have already gone one way or the other. And for about 38 states, the outcome was pretty much already decided before the election even started. So, how can you actually make your vote count? Well, what if you could vote for yourself? What if you could vote for your financial future by taking action, by taking a few simple steps, doing a few simple things every single day? Not for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. We're not talking about slavery here. We're talking about freedom, financial freedom. What if you could achieve that by simply working a couple hours a day around your schedule? You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening, you can do it, different parts of the day. However you want to do it, we just give you a simple 8 core commitments. And if you will follow these 8 core commitments every single day for 90 days consistently, we have not had a person who do that who's not been able to create 2 customers a day and be able to make $30,000 a month at the end of those 90 days? How would $30,000 a month change your life? Would you care who's really running, who's really up for president, whoever's up for election? Would you care really what direction things are going? You've got $30,000. You're pretty well insulated against anything. Tax hikes, tax cuts, it doesn't matter. You can go about living your life without having to worry about what's happening in the economy, who's doing this, who's changing that. It doesn't matter. You have enough money, just throw money at it, and you can just live your life, have all your bills paid for, live a great lifestyle, and have money left over to pay for any changes that you may see, whether it's healthcare or taxes or anything else like that, any other regulation that comes into play. That's the beauty of becoming and being financially free, being financially independent. It is hugely important. More important, I'd argue, than who's running our country or what government is in place, because it doesn't matter on a personal level, on an individual level. Of course, it affects us all. There are implications. Things will happen. Things will change. But what you can do for yourself financially is going to have a greater impact on your life than anything a politician or a particular government, as far as a Republican government or a Democratic government, can do for you in your life. So take that to the bank. Hans Schaff here, The Real Hans. Read the rest of my article here and give me your feedback and your thoughts on this. I didn't want to get too political here. I like to kind of keep that stuff on the sidelines because, again, it doesn't really matter. Whoever your guy is or whoever your guy or girl is not, does not really matter in the big scheme of things. It's just kind of a way to kind of keep you distracted, keep you enslaved by, thinking about and being fearful of what's coming. Why? Just live your life. Become free. 90 days or less, you can be making $30,000 a month, or $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, whatever you want, up to $30,000 a month you can be doing, and even more after 90 days by following our 8 core simple steps. Is that a guarantee? No, because I don't know what you're going to do. But I'm telling you, no one who has done that, followed our 8 core steps, gotten 2 customers a day within 90 days, not been able to make $30,000 a month. And you know what? I'll tell you what. That was before we had this $3,000 commissionable product. That was before that. So these numbers are probably going to be way down. They're probably going to be a lot higher than what I'm talking about right here. But I'm just telling you from the past, that's what we've experienced. You can click on the income disclaimer at the bottom of my blog. And if you're not there on the blog, go ahead and click the link and you can get over to my blog. Otherwise, go ahead and read the rest of this article. And I invite you to get started, get going today. Don't put off your financial freedom, because I'm telling you, there's nothing more powerful than being free financially, because financial freedom leads to personal freedom and total freedom. If freedom is what you're voting for, if freedom is what you want, join us today. I invite you to click on the link below this video and get started for $25 and start creating your financial freedom. Choose financial freedom. This has been Hans Schaff, The Real Hans, and I'm voting for you.